Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Sphere Exclusives. Looking for exclusive content from your favorite podcasts here at the Sphere? Head over to sphere.tv/Patreon and sign up today. Hype Talk. Are you looking to leverage your brand to promote ideas that encourage positive behaviors, raise awareness, and or promote social change? Then look no further than Hype Talk Marketing and Events. Give us a call today at area code 713-332-8237 or shoot us an email to hello@hypetalk.co. coldhardfash.com. At Cold Hard Fash, our mission is to support creativity in fashion, beauty, and the arts. To connect with culture creators, follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fash and subscribe at www.coldhardfash.com.
Welcome to another episode of Hashtag. This is episode 77. We have a guest for you again this week. We have a really exclusive guest for y'all. We'll get into that in just a minute. But of course, we have to roll in the host. So it is Tiffany Noko. Follow me on Instagram at _Tiffany Noko. Of course, you can find the link to my website in there, tiffanynoko.com, and make sure you check that out. So we will go ahead and roll in the rest of the crew and then tell y'all about our guest.
Okay, I forget Zane is not here. This is really awkward. So happy Wild Out Wednesday, y'all. Today, I'm that bag that your girlfriend sneaks in the movies with all the dollar store candies. It's your girl, Chrissy Vet. You can find me right here on IG at Shershay_La_Chris. What up, family? What up, guest?
What up, guest?
I'm doing my own intro thing. Wow. What up, man? I'm glad to be here. Hashtag Marcus Sullivan right here, producer of the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Also entertainment reporter, TMZ Live every Wednesday.
I know. I've seen you on TMZ a couple times. I caught you on there, telling them your opinion on things. So what I do want to know, first and foremost, and I want for you to just share with us, how you got started in the entertainment industry, how you became the producer of Breakfast Club. We want to get a little insight on your journey.
Okay, from Memphis. And
come on in.
From the crib?
I am not, but I know about Memphis. I know a little bit about it.
Got here on football scholarship, man, and got hurt. Played at University of Houston, and then got hurt, got serious about life, and then I said, I'm gonna get serious and I'm gonna get into broadcasting.
Okay.
And so had a job at CarMax, and I remember my job was basically wash the cars, but I was looking for music to jam to when I was washing it, and I think it was Power 97.5 came on, so I wrote it down in my hand, and then I emailed the guy. Guy turned out to be a frat brother, and he said, come to the radio station, and I walked into my first radio station and took one look, inhaled, and said, man, this is the rest of my life. And my first day in radio was 9/11. Y'all remember that day? Special day in radio.
I was there.
I remember that day.
Yeah, it was my first day in radio. And then just fast forward, been in Houston for a long time. I worked at KRBE. I worked at Vox, worked at Praise. Left radio, went to Fox 26, and became a sports journalist. And then ended up breaking the story that a second hip-hop station was arriving in town. And the GM was like, man, I know your face. I know your name from somewhere. You want to come back to radio? And I was like, nah. And then, my wife, she was like, do you realize you could be the only black male in the fourth largest city in America that does major TV and major radio, meaning iHeart and Fox.
Right.
So I was like, let's do the deal. And so I took that, and then being like a radio vet, one day, Charlamagne hit me on. I was just doing production at the radio station. Then Charlamagne hit me on Twitter and was just like, "Yo, you used to produce Yolanda," and I was like, "Yeah, Yolanda Adams Morning Show." And so it was like, "We want to come do this," and I was like, "Yeah."
Of course.
So I took that, and then I was out in LA, literally at this time. Well, just January last year, I was at Kobe Bryant's retirement jersey game, and I'm sitting in the stands. Everybody there, it's major sports people, major news journalists, entertainment, and I'm just talking, and the lady kept turning around, and she was like, "Dude, you sound like you work in the business," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Well, what do you do?" And she was like, "I'm a coordinating producer for a show called TMZ," and I was like, "Yeah, okay." She was like, "No, here's my card." She was like, "Come by if you're in town," and I went by. And then I didn't think they was gonna call me. They called me like the next week and was like, "You want to be on?" And I was like, "Cool." And so they piped me in every week. And I think the first 2 times on there, I cooked, y'all. Like I really cooked. And then they was just like, "Yo, you on every week?" And I was like, "Bet."
Yeah.
So I'm here.
But look at God.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Look at God. Yeah.
Look at God.
That's so great.
That's real.
You know, I was watching this Oprah video, The Law of Attraction, right? And the way that you're like putting it together, and it's like one thing after the other after the other, and it's kind of like you wasn't looking for it, but it kind of found you.
Yeah.
I think that's like people really tuned into that and I say all of that because you said that you were looking for like a path to go to, and it's like everything just kind of came your way and found you. So it's like it was meant for you to do it.
Man, I appreciate it. I kind of laugh to this day when people go, "Man, you have a voice for this."
You do.
Man, and I appreciate it.
You do.
When I tell y'all I'm the most shy, nervous person ever.
When your birthday?
May 1st. May 1st.
Okay.
And like in college, I had to do like speech lessons.
Okay.
Yeah, and to this day, on the way over here, and I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I did the morning show this morning and TMZ today. On the way over here, I was going through I call it my Rain Man. Just keeping your muscles in your mouth moving. So. Got to be a student of it.
Come on, voice and diction.
Yeah.
You got to be a
for
student
sure.
of this whole thing. So.
Because and it's really good that you mentioned that because people really think that you just get on and you start talking and it's just normal and it's like, oh, you just talk. It really does not happen like that. Because when I first came to the Sphere and started doing all things beauty, the first episode, when I look back at that episode and look now, I'm just like, ooh, girl, the growth. The growth. Because it was terrible. I was like eating my words. It was just ridiculous. But we really do appreciate you sharing that with us. We are going to touch back on it and we're going to come back so we can again let all the viewers know what you do, where they can find you, what radio show you're on, and of course more about TMZ. Okay, but what we're gonna do right now is dig into your expertise, and we're gonna start breaking down these topics that we have. Okay, and we were talking just on the sidelines about this very first one, which is Super Bowl. Okay, so Super Bowl was this past Sunday, and it was the Rams and the Patriots again, which people were very upset about. But the Rams and the Patriots won 13-3, lowest scoring Super Bowl game ever, and the lowest viewed Super Bowl in the last 10 years. So let's get into it.
Did you watch Chris?
I did watch it. I felt like
I did not.
I'd rather have watched paint drying on a wall, a cat playing with yarn. Hell, somebody clipping their damn toenails. It was just, it was trash.
It was boring to you.
It was boring as hell.
Why was it boring? Now?
I'd rather sit in front of wood crackling that's like on fire.
What made the Super Bowl boring? Tell
Okay,
me.
first of all, as someone who watches sports, especially Dallas Cowboys, we're gonna be in that thing next year. It's all right. As somebody who watches sports, especially football. I mean, Jesus, the first 3 quarters, it wasn't nothing.
Nothing going on.
Nothing. When I say it was dead, people was out there casket sharp. That's how dead the game was the first 3 quarters, okay? And then they wanted to ramp it up.
Okay.
The 4th quarter, you seen it?
Yeah.
And then did you watch the halftime show?
You didn't like the halftime? I've been talking about it all week. I think I might have been the only person who liked the halftime show, too.
So that was like a big thing for people of why they were saying it. Because I did not watch it, okay? Because I'm with Cap. Did not watch it, but I did, however, watch people's Instagram lives and videos and stuff they posted and talked about how boring it was.
Oh, wow.
It was so, they were saying
Wait,
that
what
it
was
was
boring?
so
The game or
boring.
the
The
halftime?
game
Okay.
and the halftime show.
Halftime was
And the
boring too.
halftime show.
Both.
Okay.
Both?
So also, okay, so this is the thing too. I was listening to this. I forgot exactly where I got the information from, but the speculation around why a lot of people didn't view was, one, because of the Kaepernick and the movement behind it, and then two, also because of the halftime show. They were saying that like Maroon 5 is just not.
That's not a halftime show
They
group.
can't bring in a crowd.
They got
They
hits,
do have.
y'all.
I love Maroon 5.
Okay.
When they were in Houston, I went to go see him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out PJ Morton when she was in there.
Yeah.
But
You should've been. Yeah.
Okay. I love Maroon 5. I love Adam Levine. However, they are not a group you want to see perform for halftime.
Okay.
That's
No.
number one. Hold on. I'm
Okay.
gonna get my last point.
You got it.
Number two, shout out Dungeon Family. At least they had my boy Sleepy Brown. I love Dungeon Family. They're actually supposed to be going on tour. I'm gonna see y'all. Now, there should have been more Big Boy. But obviously, Big Boy doesn't get the play that he deserves. He has an album out that's actually pretty good as well.
Okay.
But I mean, Big Boy came out for like 2 seconds to rap for the A,
Right.
and then he was out, and that was the best part of the show.
What you think about Travis?
Let's be honest. Show of hands.
honest.
Show of hands. Show of hands. Elijah, if you could split screen it real quick, let's do a show of hands.
Okay.
How many people really listen to Sicko Mode for Travis?
Okay.
There are no hands here. I'm looking at the
No, she's right. No, she's right.
Wait,
Who
hold on.
listens to-
Hold
no,
on.
Who listens? I love Travis Scott. I love
my
Travis
God, you're
Scott.
right.
But like split screen. Who, show of hands, who really listens to Sicko Mode for Travis Scott?
Let me
Nobody.
think about this.
Facebook.
No, wait.
Facebook.
She actually right.
Hold on.
Who listens to Sicko Mode for
She might have
Travis
a point.
Scott?
She
Who
has
got
might-
the fire?
she may
Who
have
has
a
the
point.
most fire bars in there? Facebook. I want to hear from you because see, we show of hands is none. Thank you, but he was good. I'll give him that. I love Travis Scott. He's
Okay.
good.
But nobody. Okay. So
That's it.
Tiffany, you said you didn't watch, and I'm gonna have to attack you right here, right?
Oh my God.
You didn't watch because of Cap. Mm-hmm. What about Cap that makes you say I ain't watching the Super Bowl? I just want to know.
Well, here's my thing, right? Here's my thing.
is
I just respect the point and the movement that he's pushing forward.
I do
So
too.
for that,
Yeah.
for that personally, and then also here's my thing. I like sports, right?
Okay.
I like basketball more, but I do like football, and
Okay.
I do, usually tune into the Super Bowl. But because of what the protest is for,
Which is?
I can't.
Which
It's
is?
for the
Injustices.
injustice on black
Black
men.
and brown
Black
police
men.
brutality, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Police brutality. So for me, that's bigger than watching the Super Bowl. I can live my life without watching the Super Bowl. That's my whole thing to it. Now I'm one of those people who I like to watch the game, but I more so want to tune in to see the halftime show.
Okay.
But since I can live without.
And the halftime show is whack. So
The halftime show was whack, and I can live without.
okay, so
Trash.
Blaze, what does Kaepernick have to do with this year's Super Bowl? Before y'all answer that, she says she's with Cap. I'm with Cap. Cap is a friend brother of mine. I'm with the whole movement. I'm with the culture. I'm with everything. He's blackballed. I agree, right? Mm-hmm. But y'all tell me, split screen if you want to, Facebook, right? How many people know somebody in our adult lives that have been fired or let go from a job? Show of hands. Anybody?
Of course.
Did y'all go boycott?
No.
Okay, cool. All right. So he's not playing football, and we big mad about it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love
right?
how you're playing devil's advocate.
No,
right
well,
now.
okay. So
No, I do.
and I did this on the show the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He's not playing football, and we big mad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's boycotting. He took a knee for the injustices of police brutality with black and brown men or
Right.
people, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does that have to do with football? Only reason he did it on that platform is because he's a football player.
Right.
Had he been a firefighter, he'd have took a knee and not went to fight a fire, and nobody would be out here saying, "Man, my house is gonna burn down because I'm with Cap." My point was.
Ooh, I got a lot to say.
My point was, if we gonna boycott, let's boycott what he's boycotting, and not because he doesn't have a job. Because when your cousin lost their job, nobody went up to the mall and said, "Look,
Not the mall.
wherever cuz worked at, right?" Nobody said, like, I'm not doing it because
Right.
Marcus lost his job.
Well, see, okay, so I see that. I do see your point on that. But so here's the back end to that. It's not more so of like, okay, he would have done it on any platform. It's the fact that for the NFL, they took it as like, okay, you're being defiant, and now it's a bigger part of it, and you're ruining the game, and you're putting this bad name on NFL. And not only that, it's that, okay, we tried to, or I'm going to even say just him. He tried to let you know, exactly
racist.
Understand what this is about, and it's bigger than the NFL. And rather than you guys saying, okay, we understand that, we are a part of it, we'll try to make some changes, you said, nope, this is causing too much controversy, he out, and anybody that want to do it, they out with him.
I got a point, but if this your platform, you got something? Because I got something. Go ahead.
No, I do. I guess my thing is this: as someone who is very pro-black as well, I'm very for the people about the cause with many things. There are many injustices and so many things going on. I am not knocking Colin Kaepernick. I ride with him. I support this brother. There's no question about it. But I feel like this goes along with a lot of the same stuff that black people, or just not even black people, just people, humans, we sit and we halfway support. Now, just because I support Cap doesn't necessarily, and I want to watch the game, doesn't mean that I don't support him. Honestly, I wanted to watch the game just out of pure entertainment because I don't like Tom Brady, and I was hoping the Rams would really win.
Me
honestly,
too.
but
Why you don't like Tom?
First of all, let me make this quick. The Patriots. I don't like the Patriots. This is how I'm pro-black. Let me explain. Don't laugh at me, y'all. When I think about the Patriots, I think of the Mayflower and Plymouth Rock and just how they and came over and took over the whole America. The Patriots, they weren't fucking patriots. They were thieves. They were thieves and robbers. And they tried to impose their life on us. So when I think of the New England, I think of white America's team. White America's team. And
that's a very good point.
I know. That's why I said, see, this is where I get real militant. I think about white America's team, and I really wanted the Rams to go for it. So for me, I was like, yeah, get them.
Yeah.
Get them, nigga, shit.
Yeah.
I just wanted them to win because I'm tired of the Patriots in the fucking Super Bowl. Like, I don't want to see them no more. I do not want to see them again.
Watch this.
Do not, period.
You better not.
Oh, wait.
I ain't even watching it, but I don't want to see them.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Listen, I like LeBron. I like LeBron. And nope, because I'm tired of seeing him going to the championship too. I don't want to see him no more. And I don't want to see Stephon Curry there either.
Y'all like Drake?
I love Drake.
Right.
He everywhere. Ain't y'all tired of him too?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll say this. I get what you're saying about the oversaturation of these people, especially when you have people of that archetype of the musical savior, the athletic savior, such as the Tom Brady, the LeBrons, all in the Drakes. I mean, it sucks. They're oversaturating everything in the game. But me personally, I'm not a big fan of Drake. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of LeBron. I really don't like Tom Brady like that. But that's just me. I'm more about the art. Okay. That's the art of the sport. That's the art of the music. Okay.
I was gonna say this and about the NFL. Mm-hmm. If you boycotting the NFL because it's a racist organization, I'm with you. Because it is. But watch this. Walmart is.
Oh, I'm aware.
Nike is.
Oh, I'm aware.
Galleria is.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm aware.
Prada is. Everything all of these organizations racist.
Here's the thing. That really goes without saying, honestly, but it's not. It's so sad to say that it's not an issue until it's actually brought to light, because we are aware of it. We already know. Like, people are well aware of it. And then also you have a lot of people that pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can say I'm with football and maybe I'll watch season, but I won't watch Super Bowl. They pick and choose what they want to do. No different than about these designers, about these stores, about these brands that are very, I won't even say, I would go as far as to say openly racist, and you still go out and you buy their stuff. So people have a pick and choose attitude about what it is that they want to do, and sometimes they own a bandwagon when it's convenient, and they ain't on it when it's not. Yeah, and it's really just that.
Yeah, and you know what? Just Clinton, I agree with you completely. That's my point. I really like LeBron as a man, him as a black man, what he stands for, all the things that he have done, especially philanthropy wise. I love LeBron in that aspect. Yeah. Sports wise, I like the Cowboys, y'all. So y'all automatically gonna not like me.
So she's in her feelings,
you know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
I like the Cowboys. I like the Rockets. I'm a Thunder fan. Don't judge me.
Come on, Thunder.
I'm a
Thunder.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been riding with, listen, before we switch it up, I've been rolling with the Thunder since they was the Supersonics. I love my boy GP. I love Sean Kemp.
Look
So
at
for
you.
me, I've been riding with them since riding with them. So when they automatically became the Thunder, I said, you know, I'm still riding with you.
I'm looking at Clint. I agree with you too, homie.
Yeah.
I love him as a man, as a player. Forgive me, call me the hater. When you bigger, faster, stronger than everybody, I look at it and say, bro, you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
But when I look at Tom Brady and I go, dog, you're me.
Yeah.
You're not a freaking. You look at Steph Curry. You're not a freaking nature.
No,
That's
not
why
at
I'm
all.
cheering. I'm cheering for you. But LeBron, hats off to everything he's done.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Except for the
sure.
court. Now, question.
Oh wow.
I get y'all. If I get y'all tickets, let's go to the Super Bowl. Y'all riding?
No. I
You
ain't going.
rolling.
I'm not going.
My G.
Yeah, you ain't going.
I'm not going.
Okay, cool.
Where we staying?
I'm just
Not
saying.
going.
Why we
Now,
boycott?
you know what I'm saying? I'll take that flight on down there, but I ain't going to the
You gonna hit
game.
the
You know what I'm
party.
saying?
You
I
gonna
can
hit the
do the
party.
after activity.
Oh, I'm gonna go
whatever,
as well as
but-
I'm gonna go and also try to make some money business wise. So I'll be
My
there.
girl. Okay.
So yes,
Ooh,
indeed.
speaking of, okay, I really have some things to share with y'all real quick. But speaking of, did y'all see that article about that man who scammed his family and friends out of like $250,000 for fake
Was
Super
he
Bowl
one of these?
tickets? Yep, for fake Super Bowl tickets, and then dipped dirty, no contact.
Wow.
You know what? It kills, and we gonna be done with this. And I know this is completely off topic of the damn Super Bowl, but it really pisses me off when these get away with everything.
Yeah.
Just like old boy Billy McFarland, this nigga. It reminds me of that shit because if it was one of us, just like old boy said on the Fire Festival, on the little documentary, he was like, he was completely delusional. Black dude. It was like, why aren't you going to jail? He said, oh, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm tired of the others,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
And then not only that, he only got
Ooh,
charged with
these
6
people.
years, and he's getting out early. And he scammed people out of $32 million.
What the fuck, man?
The shame. The shame.
Man,
Wow.
Oh, it was 750.
He is
I thought it was
so-
250.
that-
First off, I don't know people that got that kind of money.
Me.
So I can't win that
You know what I'm
one.
Multiple people.
Now,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
know,
no,
now, you
Okay.
might know somebody in that bracket a little bit. You try to
Actually,
fake the
you
phone
do.
call.
Like,
do.
what?
I
I'm
do.
just saying, you might.
But they smarter than that. They got their own
They
tickets.
this though. They not this. Or
No,
some
they're a
of-
little bit of both.
They're both.
Yeah,
but which
yeah.
okay, but
Yeah.
this wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no.
No,
absolutely
exactly.
not.
Yeah, they not do it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Paying $7,000
It don't be the hand, it be the palm.
Hunting contest only to have it stolen from someone you trusted.
Yeah.
These people
Not
are so lucky that
That's
like
so crazy.
Liam Neeson, the Taken guy, is not like a real person.
Man.
Because I would. I
Oh,
promise
he's
you,
under fire right now. He's under
I
wraps.
know.
We under. We might get to. We might get to him. You know what I'm saying? But we
I'll
gonna
see
have to.
him.
We gonna have to call somebody else. You know what? Shaft is making a comeback. We gonna have to call him up because you know,
Shaft ain't gonna
Leland is
handle
out the.
this
He out the
situation.
picture right now. But anywho, since we have our exclusive guest with us right now, feeding y'all all this insight, I do have some exclusive news for y'all because this portion of the show is sponsored by this. Spear exclusives found only on Patreon. We've got behind the scenes shots happening daily at the Spear Podcast Studios. Each show on the podcast network curates episodes that are only delivered to Patreon subscribers. Plus, we deliver the show live from start to finish in our Discord server that's exclusive to our Patreon family. Sign up today at www.thespear.tv/Patreon to join our $2, $5, or $8 Patreon tier and get access to all of our exclusive content we offer at The Spear.
Come on, y'all. We would like your money. Hurry up and buy it. Hurry up and buy it and join.
$2, $5, and $8. $2, $5, and $8.
You can see our beautiful faces as well as exclusive content.
Exactly.
Pay these bills, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So as we roll, well, actually, we're just gonna cut that one down because I think the three of us can go all day talking about this Super Bowl topic and all of the things surrounding it. So we will shut it down. So let's get into this one. This was quite interesting, and it actually happened the day after the Super, or did it happen during? It happened during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And this was 21 Savage. Okay. So 21 Savage was arrested Sunday by ICE. ICE is the immigration. Jesus
People.
Christ. I want to say people, but
Immigration-
people ain't what I want to
immigration and
say.
Citizenship.
No, that is not.
Well, I don't know what it stands
That's
for
not
either.
exactly what I'm
Do
trying
your
to say.
Googles,
What you
people.
trying
No,
to
no,
say?
ICE.
No. Enforcement is what I was trying to
Okay.
say. Okay. It just wouldn't come out.
Yeah, immigration citizenship enforcement.
Yes,
ICE.
and custom enforcement. Anywho,
Yeah,
ICE. Okay, so he was arrested by them. He actually was in the car with a little nudie, and I don't know who that is, but a little nudie.
I thought you were saying somebody was naked with him. That's what I okay.
I thought that when I
Okay.
first heard it, but that's an actual like rapper as well. And apparently he's also from out of the country because the alleged thing is that they were after him and 21 just happened to be in the car, which sounds like a setup. But
Yeah.
anywho, so get into that. He was arrested because, so it turns out that 21 Savage, his real name is Abram, and he actually was born in a little island that was taken over by the UK called Dominica. He is actually from there. So then, his family, his parents brought him over to the States, Atlanta, in 2005 when he was 12. So he was here on a visa, but turns out that visa expired in 2006. Now, here's the big deal about it, okay, because he's grown up in Atlanta. Everybody has known he's claimed Atlanta. It's been, he's from Atlanta, all of this good stuff. He's gone through the system. In particular, the case that kind of highlights everybody is that he had a drug case in 2014, and those documents stated that he was actually born in Atlanta, right? Going forward, in 2017, it stated that he applied for citizenship, and it's been pending over the last 4 years. So that is supposedly the thing that kind of got ICE to be investigating him and now arrested and detained because they were saying that, well, you have overstayed your visa. You're not a citizen. You've been here illegally for 14 years, and now it's time for you to go. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen because he's been detained with no bond. And here's the thing. Because people think that it's funny, and it's really not funny because if he is actually deported, he will not be able to enter the States for the next 10 years.
Like a prison sentence.
Basically. Basically. So it's I see the comedy in it, you know what I'm saying? Like the little memes and stuff, but it's really not funny because if this man is actually deported, he will not be able to come back. So that basically ends his career. His family is here. He is 26. He's 26.
Okay.
And first of all, he got 3 kids. That's a whole nother story. But y'all let me know what y'all think.
Me? You give it to me?
Yeah.
Where do I start on that, man? Dear ICE. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
It's funny, right? Only in America, dear ICE, that they will bully, strong arm, handcuff the working person, the one that actually hit the pavement and grind.
Come on.
Right? You gonna attack the pepperoni pizza lady on the corner, who been grinding, who been feeding the neighborhood for 10 years, and send her back. She ain't a threat to nobody. She's, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But we got people in prisons, and I'm saying citizens too, everybody.
Absolutely.
And you got people that's illegal and legal that need to get their asses up out of here. But you strong arm the person, 21 Savage, like you said, he had a case or two or four.
Yes, he had he had a couple cases. I think maybe like 2, but the bigger one was the drug case in 2014.
But they wait till he become a star
Right.
to try to make an example. That's why I can't respect it, right? You got a face.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay,
Go-
I guess my thing
Okay.
is, for one, he's what, 26?
26.
He's a little, youngin.
He
26.
really youngin'.
So my thing is this. When his visa expired, why did your mama give you word? Did she tell you something? I'm thinking about, okay.
Well, see, he was only
Well,
12.
But that's why I said that's his mother. His
Yeah.
mother's responsibility. However, he is between 12 and 26. It should have been, you know what, son, your visa's going to expire, boy. You might want to, go in and reapply. My Dominican folk.
So
I'm just saying, no
Yeah.
offense. But real talk, I'm just saying it's like,
he get what he deserves. Is that what you're saying?
that is not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, where's the responsibility? Mama, from 12 to 18, you should have been told this boy, hey, especially once he got that money, hey, you know what? You
Handle
got that
your
coin now.
Okay.
Hey, I don't know about y'all. I have all my paperwork. My mama gave me my birth certificate. I have my passports, my social. I have everything myself.
Right.
That I handle.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Nobody else handles. However, my mom gave me that word. Hey, Kristen, this is what's up. Here's your stuff. This is what you have to do for this. So I don't understand where the lack of communication happened. That's number one. Number two, he's rich. And so for me, I'm sorry. So for me, it's like, I feel like you should take some type of responsibility here. I mean, yes, it sucks. They had to make an example of you. That's the part that's really shitty.
Right.
Because there's plenty of people around here illegal every day. I know some motherfuckers. However, I really do. However, my thing is, you have money. Who's on your team? Who is counseling
Very
you?
good point.
You don't have a good team. Because me, if I was on the level of 21 Savage, I'd make sure my team would be on point for everything. Hey, my nigga, let me
what
really
if they
tell
don't
you.
know that?
No, then you don't have a real. First of all, you're not an adult. For me, I feel like when you're in the business, if I ever had this type of money and I was a front-facing person, my team is gonna know every excruciating thing about me.
So you
point
even
blank,
saying the
period.
labels, everybody, management, everybody.
I'm talking about my team. I'm talking about people that I'm talking about accountants. I'm talking about my lawyer. I'm talking about that personal team that really protects me. It's like, hey, this is what's going on with me. I
feel like the ball was also dropped on behalf of Atlanta because y'all locked this boy up on a felony and all of this stuff. And how do you not know he illegal? Like, I mean,
but it kills me how nobody
you said
knows
he was
him.
born in Atlanta. You dropped the ball.
But
shit,
he
if
dropped
I'm
the
a
ball.
elite, no, because I mean, yes,
definitely dropped
him
the
too.
ball.
But also, if you didn't process me through jail, and you didn't put on him, I was born here and I know I'm illegal. Shit, I'm gonna ride the wave too.
But see, that's the black folk. But that's a lot of black folk mentality is of, oh, we're gonna ride the wave, or oh, let's not get caught. Oh, I'm gonna slide and add these kids on my taxes, and they not gonna catch me. But we gonna go and get this extra money.
That's
so we gonna
another
ride this
thing
wave.
too, though.
So it's like, but I feel like, so why ride the wave? Who is on this nigga's team? Who is your lawyer? Who is your legal consultant? Who did you not talk to?
Then again, we're talking about somebody named 21 Savage, right? So you from the gutter, you from the block. Ain't no team.
Right.
These homeboys, they ain't got no education either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you getting coins? That's all they care about, right?
Well, okay. So real quick,
so
we
bothered.
have this discussion going between all of us. I think we all got different opinions here. But what I do want to do is shout out Facebook Live for tuning in with us. Clinton, we definitely see you there. We appreciate you for all your commentary. You know what I'm saying? Keep that coming each and every week.
Going in.
But what I'm going to ask you to do, Facebook Live, is that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. Donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thespear.tv/donate. We appreciate y'all. On Facebook, once again, we appreciate y'all. So let's get back into this discussion. Now here's my thing. I feel like I just think that the timing is coincidental because, again, he applied for this citizenship way back in 2017, and although things do take time, it's like, okay, he has some type of money. I'm sure he was able to pay to expedite this or whatever it may have you. Then again, I do feel like the ball was dropped on behalf of Atlanta in some way, shape, or form because you the one who put out on these documents that this boy was born here when in actuality he was not. And then also, what about the school system? He had to have been enrolled in some school. How did y'all not know that he was not a citizen?
Did he graduate? Is that the question?
But he was enrolled.
Okay.
You have to have some type of documentation saying that you are a citizen or you live here or something of the nature. I don't know all the ins and outs. I ain't never enrolled a kid in school. But I do know you have to show that this is your address. This is like where you're from. I think you have to show your birth certificate to them. So
I don't know. I'm going to say this.
What y'all do?
I'm going to say this. Growing up for me, my mother used to, I'm from Alexandria, Virginia, y'all. So back in DMV, or even before when I lived in Dallas, my mom used to be real quick to use somebody's address and finagle paperwork for I could go on and go to this good school in this district.
Yeah.
And there was nothing to verify. So I'm just saying, like, it was like, okay, all right, Miss Moore, we'll see you Monday. So I'm just saying, if people can finesse stuff so smooth and so quickly, just as simple as, that's an easy thing to check. That's even easier than checking somebody's citizenship. they didn't go through their due diligence at all. It was like, and this is happened. I went to not illegal schools. I've been in the wrong district.
Walk carefully. They're gonna take your degree.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, you know what? That's fine. If I ain't got to pay Sally Mae, go and take them.
Man,
I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, like, I've been living outside of school districts majority of my life. If they couldn't check or do their due diligence, something as small as a damn address, them niggas ain't gonna check no damn citizenship.
Facts.
They're gonna be like, oh, okay, Mr. Smith. Okay, that's cool. You from what's that? England? Nah, that's down the street. I live on England Street. Okay, cool. Well, all right, we'll see you Monday. Niggas, people, America. No offense to anybody, to us here as a people.
Yeah.
We're a little lazy. We're a little lazy.
That is crazy to me.
We have a tendency to go around, down, cross the street versus just the quickest way between 2 points is a straight line. Let's just do it. Yeah. And that's how we operate. Unfortunately, a lot of us has that mentality of riding the wave and let's be cool and fucking, well, shit, that ain't me, so I ain't gonna check it. So I just feel like, for me personally, it sucks. It's the worst timing ever, just given the sensitive climate that we're in.
Yeah.
However, you need to be mad at your mama or yourself.
And you're 26.
And even more so yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, America, y'all niggas should have known better. And should instead of trying to expedite that nigga now. But
I just don't understand. Like, I mean, like I said, to me, the timing is it's coincidental and it's bad for sure. But it's like, all the stuff that this man did now he ain't a citizen and he got to be deported. Like, is he trying to buy a network or something? What's going on here? I don't trust y'all.
Here's a question. You said that they can kick him out the country for
10 years.
Mm-hmm. Does that mess up his money?
No.
I think so. I think so. Because who's going to Britain to go see a show, a 21
Britain
Savage
people.
show? But do realistically, does he have a fan base in Britain? And and realistically, is the fan base in Britain gonna be strong enough to hold him through 10 years of a career? I don't think so. Because most of his fan base, let's be for real, most of his fan base is hood niggas.
True.
Ain't no way in hell. First of all, they probably can't.
Wait,
I don't mean to be
that
person, but some of them probably can't even leave the damn country themselves, let alone fly all the way.
Okay. Get her.
So first
fly all the way to Britain to go watch his show.
First things first. UK got some hoods, especially in England.
They do.
They got some gutter ass.
They do.
You know, S5, all that shit. They got some gutter ass.
That's fair too.
They hood as fuck.
Okay.
But I'm thinking about it. Let's use an artist like a Kelly Rowland. Okay.
Kelly
Rowland. Never been big in the United States for shit, but in Europe, that I was gonna call that bitch. Excuse me, that broad is low key on a level of Beyonce.
Absolutely.
In Japan and Asia, she is the shit.
Right.
And she has sustained musically to be relevant outside of the U.S. Khalees.
Right.
Khalees is big.
Is huge. Yeah.
Love her. Khalees is big outside of the U.S.
Right.
Big as fuck. The U.S. could never just really hit it. Now, 21 Savage. This is the thing with him. Yes, he has the U.S. Fans and followers and things like that. But that nigga is really big overseas as well. And they love, you got to think about it. A lot of these cultures love to emulate black culture.
Absolutely.
A nigga with these tattoos and hood as fuck, they love his ass. Yeah. Love him. So I think, honestly, financially, he'll be just fine. The states, the states, we are a major market. Mm-hmm. But there are other markets as well that are just as major.
I don't disagree with that at all. I just personally feel as though his fan base in the UK is not going to be as big as his fan base here. And I do not think, like, let's just be for real. The potential that he has to pack out a crowd in the UK is probably very high now. Granted, because he's a big star. But realistically, if we're going down the line, I feel as though he can still pack out a venue in Atlanta because that's his home base. That's where his U.S. fans are. So he can pack that out a couple years down from now. But in the U.K., that ain't going to happen. I just don't see it.
Also raise his net worth as well.
This is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
We're talking about his fan base and the hood niggas and all of that, right? They ain't got money to go to shows in Atlanta either.
I was just about to say they ain't paying.
So they ain't going to the show, right? But with the technology and the Spotify and the Pandoras and the he could jump on it. He could be in England and jump on a song with Drake and we'll be playing it at the beat. He ain't going nowhere.
Yep.
Right? When was the last time he was here in Houston? And did you go?
Oh, I don't know.
And did you go?
I'm not even a
I'm
big
not gonna
fan
lie
like
to you.
that.
I'm not
honestly,
going
real
to
shit.
one of his shows, no matter where it's at. And
There
it's
you
not
go.
because.
But you know some of his songs.
No, I do.
There
Not
you-
because I'm not a
His new
fan,
album's
just
kinda
because
good. I
I
give
ain't
him
that
that.
interested to go.
Yeah. But I think honestly, this is me being devil's advocate, and I think him honestly, if he was deported, I think it would only increase his value because it would make him more of a limited commodity, so to speak.
drop an
So,
album.
like you said, it's like, oh shit, this is the limited edition. That
Yep.
nigga ain't coming back. Let's go on and get it. Or like you said, when I think about numbers of Spotify, I think about streaming, I
Right.
think about all of these things.
Digital.
Kind of like how Beyonce did Coachella. Streaming.
Yeah.
I stayed up till about 3:00 in
Waiting
the
on
morning.
it.
Waiting. I was like, shit, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep refreshing. Like it will make him more popping.
I would name my album Overseas. That's the name of the album. And everybody here gonna go get
Expedited.
it. Yeah, there you go. That's even better.
Yes.
Cut that check, 21.
I think it'll be
Yeah.
all right.
I'm not
Expedited.
disagreeing
That's the
with
name
y'all.
of the next album.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I just, from a longevity standpoint, don't see it being as successful as it could if he were still in the States. That's
These
just
rappers
my
are here for 3 years
opinion.
anyway.
I was just about to say it's a short
Long-
shelf life.
Come on, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, I'm out of the
No, he's
game.
good though. He's good. I would say he might be able to last a little bit longer than some of these the littles.
Oh,
Okay.
baby, it's a lot
The
of littles.
I don't know none of them littles.
It's a lot of them.
But you know what? Speaking of 21 Savage, it's so much hype. It's so much just talk about him. So speaking of hype and talk, this portion of the show is sponsored by Hype Talk. Are you looking to leverage your brand to promote ideas that encourage positive behaviors, raise awareness, and or promote social change? Then look no further than Hype Talk Marketing and Events. We are a full-service social marketing agency that forms a partnership with brands on their journey to becoming culturally relevant and connecting with their customers to enact social change. We find inspiration in culture to advance the ways brands connect with their customers and the community at large. We are provokers of change, and our pursuit of inspiration is not limited to any one type of industry, client type, consumer base, company size, or geographic location. Our clients include New York Times bestselling authors, TED Talks, nonprofits, and for-profit companies who wish to use their influence for good. Quite simply, we love to take on projects that allow us to put our mission of social change into practice. Visit us today at www.hypetalk.co. Give us a call at 713-332-8237 or shoot us an email at hello@hypetalk.co for your free consulting. Hype Talk.
Hype Talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
boom, there it is. We need them like bombs for that. Okay. Kaboom. Okay, we're just going to wrap that one up. I think it's a lot to say about it. It's definitely still going to be going on because at this point again he's been detained. Now we'll say this: there is a petition for 21 Savage for everybody to sign to stop his deportation. So that's something if you want to get on that
That
to
ain't gonna stop
support. It's not. But if you want to get on, show your support. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fan, go ahead and see how you can get a hold of that. And then also the latest. I mean, we've seen a lot of celebrities step up and talk about it, but just just happened. But the latest celebrity mogul, Jay-Z, actually is putting his money where his mouth is, and he has hired a legal team to go after it to settle the deportation.
That's dope.
That's
he'll be
really
fine
dope.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rock Nation. He said Rock Nation is fully in support of 21 Savage. So we'll be following up on that to see how that unravels. But last topic of the show, we are going to get into Bow Wow.
Huh?
Okay, so if you guys did not see, I don't know what is stirring and shaking up in Atlanta, but this is all happening in Atlanta over the weekend. So he was also arrested in Atlanta on Saturday. He was arrested. His on again, off
Kiyomi.
again. Girlfriend Kiyomi Lewis, they got into an altercation, domestic dispute. Both called the cops, and the cops came, and so basically the cops said it was like his word against hers type of thing. They could not conclude who was the actual aggressor, so they both got arrested and taken to jail on battery charges, and both bonds were held at $8,000. Bow Wow is out. I believe she is out as well. But the bigger issue that is going on, if you have not seen the photos, the mug shots, he has scratches all over his face, and her face don't have a single scratch. Now, the cops did report that both of them had minor scratches or whatever may have you. So that's why they couldn't conclude who was the aggressor. And then it's also alleged that she threw a lamp at him, she spit on him, and kicked him, and all of these things throughout this altercation. So the problem at hand is that people are making a joke out of it. And I read comments, okay? I want to know what y'all think. So I'm going through the comments, and there's some people that think, it's a joke and haha, it's funny. But then there are a lot of people, especially guys, are speaking up and saying, hey, this is not a laughing matter. You should take his claim for domestic dispute serious as well.
Absolutely.
And if this was a vice versa situation, y'all be calling for a boycott or a cancellation of Bow Wow. So I just want to know what your thoughts on it is, and tell me what y'all think about that photo, because she messed his face up.
I can go first.
Go ahead.
All right. If you can, producer extraordinaire, put that picture back up. And I'm going to ask y'all, Facebook, whatever platform we on, asking you to. I got the ladies in here. Okay. Looking at this photo, I'm going to ask the question. $1 million question, we hear it all the time. Is it ever okay to put your hands on a woman? Look at the picture.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Okay.
No.
So, wait.
whoa,
No. I'm with you, and I'm going to
whoa,
explain
whoa.
why. Look at the picture, and I'm asking the question. We know what you said.
In this case, for self-defense purposes, let's be clear. Look at Bow Wow. Look at Kiyomi.
We're looking at is it okay to ever put your hands on a woman?
If you
Y'all
gotta
said no.
protect- if you have to
You guys
protect
said no,
yourself,
right?
you have to
People
protect
say,
yourself.
man, you could hold her down. For what? She's scratching me up. You can shake her. For what? She's scratching me up. I'm from the saying that it's never okay to put your hands on a woman
However.
first or second.
I agree
But
with
I
that.
tell you what, if we're in a situation and I'm mad enough to say, I'm not going to knock you out, I'm going to leave, and
Let
you
me
keep
leave.
coming,
Yeah.
and you have the intent to hurt me.
And that's different.
If you have the game on,
Okay.
if that's your intention to hurt me,
Okay.
game on.
Well, that's a totally different thing when you start talking about malicious intent.
Right.
I feel like as a man, and that's why
I mean, that was definitely
yeah,
malicious
exactly.
intent.
So me, first of all, let's jokingly. First of all, Bow Wow, why you fucking with a bitch named Kiyomi? That's number one. All the Kiyomis I grew up with,
Crazy.
good as fuck and crazy.
There you
So
go.
that was your first mistake.
I
number
ain't
one.
never
I'm
met a
just joking.
Kiyomi a day in my life. I met a
Oh.
Kiwanita. Ooh,
That's
baby.
Kiyomi cousin.
That's Kiyomi. I'm about
That's
to
her
say
cousin.
that's the southern version of Kiyomi.
That's her little sister.
Right,
Okay.
Kiyomi adjacent. But my thing is this: it's like, first of all, and I don't know why in society we have this stigma of where men can't report rapes, why men can't report abuse, why it's always, let's look at the woman's side. Let's take their angle from it. Men get raped, men get hit.
Absolutely.
That shit happens. It's another thing that we fail to address, and I think it's because of the toxic masculinity that society imposes on a lot of men, where it's like you have to be bold, you have to be brash, you have to be strapping. I'm using all these British synonyms, which is weird.
Because 21 over there.
I've been
No.
saying,
You know what?
You from
You
the
know what?
UK?
That's exactly what it is. So, but seriously, I feel like we impose these things on men, especially black men,
Man.
where they have to be this dominating masculine figure, and we need you to take that position and authority. So therefore, since I'm giving you that position and authority as a woman, if I come at you like this, you need to stand firm in your authority, and you better not hit me. You better silently affirm your authority and let me do whatever. Now, is that fair? No.
Okay.
It's not.
One-way street's not fair, but okay.
And also, I think women as well, sisters, I'm a sister, I'm going to talk to you now. Listen, and I'm speaking for
Go
myself.
say it. Please say it.
I'm going to go and say it.
I'm with
because
you.
I'm the type of person, I'm a Libra. So when I get upset, when I tell you, leave me alone, mean, leave me alone.
Yeah. Okay.
When I
For
say
real.
I'm walking away, and you like, no, you will stay here and talk about this. Nigga, we are about to go to fucking jail together.
Right.
Because I feel
For
like,
real.
I feel my anxiety working up. So when someone is telling you about their boundaries, man, female, whoever,
Okay.
black women,
Okay.
especially when a man is telling you,
Preach.
I'm going to walk away.
Preach.
Let me leave.
Let them leave.
Let them leave.
Let 'em leave.
But yet, sometimes we are spicy people. It's on our blood. We are spicy, the Africana in us, we spicy. However, sometimes you got to tune that spice down. You might want to water down yourself and just go on and be like, you know what? The Lord done told me to let you walk away. So I'm going to let this in. But a lot of times, a lot of us, we don't do that. We
Nah.
want to push the buttons. We want to
Push
sit
them
here.
buttons.
We want to make. The thing is, a lot of women, we want to make you talk when you don't feel like talking.
Oh, man.
You might want to talk about it later.
Man.
And sometimes we don't understand that. And I think that's part of the problem.
But
What-
sometimes men don't either. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But I just. sometimes
What
men
happens
don't
if you
either.
hit him? Do you deserve to get what you put out?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Thank you,
if I
black
put,
woman.
If I put my hand on you.
Thank you, black woman.
No, let me tell you why. Because honestly, it's goes back to boundaries and personal space. If you tell me, Kristen, I'm good, please walk away, and I push you, and you did not put any hands on me whatsoever, if you push the shit out of me and I fall back into a goddamn table and hurt myself, that's on me
That's
because
on you,
I
bruh.
touched you.
Yeah, it's on you, bruh.
told me. I feel like people warrant. We tell each other about personal space all the time. We do that everyday life. There's no, that doesn't warrant anybody to touch
Anybody.
No,
Okay.
it don't. It does not. But see, I mean, there's a maturity level there, and there's also this whole thing of feeling like I know them, they are not gonna put their hand on me. There's different factors in that, because when you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all done argued before and you ain't never put your hands on me before, I'm not thinking you gonna put your hands on me this time, but this may be the time you might knock me out.
Do you hit
You know what
him?
I'm saying? No, I'm not even. Let me tell you something. Okay? Let me get real with y'all. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I do not condone a man putting their hands on a woman. And I say this because, one, I intend to have kids. One of them kids might come out a little boy. Okay? I do not want my son in a situation where it's like, this happened and I put my hands on her. And then now disregarding what may have happened, you're going to be the one fully penalized for it. So now we have this whole thing that we have to go forward with because you put your hands on her. And also on the back end of this, now I will say this, and there's only under one circumstance that I would say it's okay for a man to put their hands on a woman, and that's, of course, if she is fully threatening your life. At that point, go ahead and knock her out, because she is asking for it. If she threatening your life, go ahead, just lay her down real quick. Don't
Right.
mouth in the back of her head, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead, lay this down real quick, because she ain't trying to hear what you're trying to say, and now she's putting your life in jeopardy. So at that point, I do say, hey, listen. She asked for it, and that's what it is. But I do not condone it. Now, as far as there being this whole thing of, tell me what I'm trying to say.
What? What?
Domestic abuse?
No, the whole thing with the guy and the girl. I can't even get the word out. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It'll come to me later. No. There been a double standard. Boom,
Double standards. Okay, there you go.
Child,
Okay.
will come out. Okay, now this whole double standard of it being not it quote unquote being okay if a woman do it. I feel as though women, you need to know. Listen, y'all, know your place, because it is not a joke when that man is trying to tell you, like, let me tell you something, back up, leave me alone, mind your business, or I'm really gonna knock the shit out of you. He is serious. This is not for play. This is not a joke. He is dead ass, and he is gonna punch you in the mouth. Back up, let him have some space. And it is very hard, again, because you're in this. Most of these always happen out of it being a relationship.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's my man. You're just not thinking that that's gonna happen. But please understand that if somebody is trying to forewarn you that they really gonna lay hands on you, just let it go.
I was gonna say, no, fellas, no excuse. There's always a way out. Yes, I believe in all of that. Yes. However, just like in boxing, protect yourself
Facts.
at all times.
I agree with
Right?
that.
So if we can go back and forth, your mama did, we can go back and forth, right? When you reach out and hit me, you have basically said, game on. We've now taken the argument to the next level. Period.
I don't put my hand on no man.
Please
because
don't.
I am
And
small.
fellas don't do that either.
I am
Yeah.
small, okay? All right. Now, if it comes to a girl, I might, listen, we gonna strap. You know what I'm saying? I'm little, but I'm gonna pack a punch, and I'm gonna knock you out. Girls. But, okay, now listen, if you're a big bitch, I might have to pick up a chair or something. But I'm not gonna fight no dude, because I am little, and I know, as strong as I may think I am not stronger than you. I'm not finna fight you.
What y'all think about the memes and stuff that went out?
I think it's ludicrous. I think it just goes
don't
to
think
show
it's
how
funny.
I think it goes to show you the sensitivity level of our society, which is ain't shit. Niggas are insensitive as fuck. They think it's funny. I mean, yes, I will be the first nigga to clown Bow Wow given. That nigga's crazy as fuck. It's funny. It made me think of Charlamagne, how he roasted the fuck out that nigga. Charlamagne roasted the fuck out of Bow Wow. If y'all have not checked out that episode, it's funny as fuck. It's when that nigga took a picture like he was on the jet and he was really on the passenger plane. But nonetheless, Bow Wow deserves some of that clowning. Like, he really does. He's delusional as fuck. However, the first things first, he needs a mental health check. So that's number one. He is somebody who goes to therapy. I'm a big advocate for therapy. It helps. That nigga needs to go.
Okay.
Majorly. That's the first thing I want to say. And then I wanted to say something to one of y'all. I don't remember right now. But I remember, this is my thing when it comes to women. Or not even just women, people. I feel like, yes, we can talk about maturity levels. We can talk about restraint. We can talk about all of these things. But if someone is upset enough, if something, I've been there where I've been upset and I see red. Like, I see straight red. And sometimes it's hard to click out of that. And sometimes you might, just. So, I mean, sometimes it's really, as much as we want to be zen and try to find that level place within us, regardless how upset we are, sometimes we are mad as fuck. We like, man, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, then we scrapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the whole thing. So I think it's just a matter of really just when you guys give each other that first warning. Yeah. Please listen to the first warning.
Yeah, for real.
No, for real.
Do not let it
real.
go further. Do not let that anger sit and eat you up inside.
That's with anybody. That is with anybody.
But I'm going to say this. It ain't funny, but it's some creative people out there.
Hey,
It's some creative people out there. It wasn't funny, but y'all real creative.
Black people.
Y'all know y'all laugh.
Black people are gems. I will say this. Black people, Black Twitter, Black IG, all that shit. Y'all are some gems. Man. Y'all are gems for life because y'all are some creative. I love us.
Y'all wasn't looking up hashtags to see what was out there.
No, I didn't look at none of the memes. I've only seen the mugshots against each other. And maybe that's why I don't find it
I haven't been on
funny.
social media in a week.
Okay. But you couldn't really get away from it. You just start scrolling, you're going to see Wolverine. You're going to see a lot of stuff.
Oh, I think I may have seen
somebody said Wolverine.
I mean, so again. See, I'm not going to even be laughing, right?
See, that is not funny.
It ain't funny what happened in this situation. But what I'm saying is some people funny. It's some funny people out there.
But you know it's because it's Bow Wow, right?
Exactly.
That is funny.
You know it's because it's Bow Wow, right? I'm making this clear to everybody listening. Y'all know it's because it's Bow Wow.
Yeah. I can't tell me out there.
That nigga needs to take a hot seat. And speaking of hot seat, what he also might want to do is hit up Cold Hard Fast. So let's go ahead and hit them up as well. This portion of the show is sponsored by Cold Hard Fash. Cold Hard Fash is a couture lifestyle brand of designer and trend-setting platforms and social experiences in art, world fashion, culture, politics, sports, health, and fitness. We offer a curated culture of creatives, cultural influencers, professional innovators, and the social elite. Our cutting-edge style with fashion as our guide meets you in all areas of life to provide the commentary and connection for the consistent evolution of your runway. So do you want to stay ahead of the culture? Do you want to cleverly experience inspiration and ingenuity with our creative community? Then follow us on Instagram at Cold Hard Fash and check us out and subscribe to www.coldhardfash.com and join the conversation. That gosh dang on Bow Wow needs to have several seats. Shit.
Baby.
And he might want to hit up Cold Hard Fash for some fashions as well because he ain't been too keen on that either. There's a lot of stuff with him. He over here, this nigga on Google Images and shit. He's sitting up here finagling stuff. I don't know. Kiyomi, that was what's that trash ass show I watch on WeTV?
Oh, I know what you're about. So I was just
Loving
say
Hip Hop
that.
Atlanta.
Yep.
I mean,
growing up in hip hop. So if
shit.
you actually watch that show,
trash.
I don't watch it. I've just seen clips from it. But if you have seen any clips of it with Bow Wow and his behavior on the show and them two how they interact, unfortunately, you would know that this is something that probably happens quite often and just don't get reported because all they do is clash. They argue and fight and clash. Their relationship is really toxic and they really should not be together, or they need to get some therapy or something if they decide that they're gonna be a couple, because his behavior is very outrageous and their behavior together is just extreme. So
that nigga's nuttier than squirrel shit, man. He throwed the fuck off, man. That's just what it is, and I pray for him. I hope he pulls a Wendy Williams and gets some rest somewhere.
I miss Wendy. Oh my God,
Wendy
I
ain't
miss
coming
her.
back. You know she ain't coming back.
I miss her.
You heard about Steve Harvey
TV
trying to
ain't
get
been
that
the
spot
same.
now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
want
Wendy's
to
not
see
coming
him.
Nobody wants to
I
hear
don't
his
wanna
old
see
toxic
him.
masculinity
I
ass
don't
with these 75 button ass suits. Somebody sit your unk down.
I don't want to
God
see
damn.
him. I don't
He
want to
look
hear
like a
him.
goddamn
I've had
old
enough
man.
of
I'm
Steve
sorry,
Harvey.
y'all.
Please stay on his show
Yeah.
and bring Wendy back. I just need Wendy back in good health because there's nobody like Wendy.
Nigga,
Okay,
retire.
don't
get behind
nobody,
the
That's
grill.
so trash,
nobody spill the tea like Wendy.
Hey, you seen your boy Nick Cannon on the Cannon whatever shit?
His podcast is
No.
dope.
I know it is,
Yeah.
Yes.
but did you see? I watch it.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with old boy from the Nation? And they were talking about white women and black men.
In basketball, well, yes, I saw
It
clips
was really
of
good.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't
Saw
seen
clips
it,
of
if y'all haven't seen it, the Cannon case, or I think that's what it's called. Google that. The last episode is actually really, really good.
His,
that would be a good
his
discussion.
podcast is really good. He's actually standing in for Wendy Williams right now. But with all of that being said, I think we have given you guys a lot of insight on the show today. There's a lot of opinions. There's a lot of things to take from that so you can form your own opinion. So we definitely thank you guys for tuning into the show. We will once again roll in our guest so he can tell you all of the platforms that he is on with his exclusive news that he discussed and brings us each and every day. So we will do that, and then we will be closing out for the week.
Okay, my platforms at Marcus Sullivan Live, Instagram, Marcus Sullivan Live, Facebook. You can also follow the Blessed Beats Show Sundays, and syndication is coming real soon. At Blessed Beats Media, the Breakfast Club Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then just 93.7 The Beat. TMZ on
I was gonna
Wednesdays.
say, don't forget about TMZ.
Yeah,
We wanna
TMZ on
see you on
Wednesdays,
TV.
yeah.
Like, that's the size. Yeah.
I mean, the check.
I'm about to say
good.
the check
The
good,
check
don't it?
good, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So there we go.
Okay, all right,
Great.
for sure. I'm trying to have as
Great.
many checks as he is. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
7 streams of income can make you a millionaire.
Yeah,
7
this
streams.
is true. I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working.
If each
trying to
stream
get
is
it.
flowing. If each stream is flowing, remember that. Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to get that going. 7.
Me too.
For sure.
You
I
almost there.
definitely am trying to get it going. I be wrecking my brain every night. Like, oh, where is this business idea coming from? You know, I had to hit my chakras, clear them out, say, open my mind, let that come to me.
I love this show. This is a dope show. Like,
Oh
y'all,
my
this is
God,
a dope
thank
show.
you.
Like, yeah, it's a really dope show.
Muchas gracias.
So it's another member, right?
We are missing
Yes,
Zane. Who's
we
your
are
frat
missing
brother?
Zane. Yes, he is a Kappa as well, but he's out sick today. I really wanted y'all two to meet because
Yeah.
he's a Kappa as well, so I know y'all would hit it off.
What up, Diggs?
That's the thing.
From U of H.
Yeah,
Okay.
from U of H.
Yeah. Space City.
Right.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, it's time to roll out the show.
Let's roll
All
it
right,
out.
so you guys, again, thank you for tuning in. Catch me on Instagram at _Tiffany NoCo. If you are just tuning in, I will definitely have some clips for y'all. You can always go to thespeartv.com to get the entire episode. All right, thank y'all. Y'all catch me next week. Chris gonna go ahead and roll us out.
Yes, everyone have an amazing, wonderful, Wow Wednesday. You see that alliteration there? That's what your girl like to do, wonderful, Wow Wednesday. So it's your girl, Chris Yvette. You can find me right here on IG at Shershay_La_Chris. Hit me up there. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan, for coming through, dropping some gems, as well as being a great mediator. I felt like
know.
you were like tossed. It was like a goddamn Serena.
Stop
Serena
it.
match.
Whatever, bruh.
It was
You was
great.
doing that, like, for real. So, I just want to thank you for that again, real talk. So, this is hashtag. So, be you, do you, stay true. We out.
See y'all next week. Boop.